Hey there guys, Luke here with the Outdoor Gear Review. I hope you're all doing well. Over the last couple of months we have taken a look at a number of different sleeping pads. The Thermarest X-Therm, the Nemo Zor, and since that time I've had a number of individuals write in asking me about the Big Agnes Double Z sleeping pad. Well, I didn't happen to have that model, so I contacted Big Agnes, and guess what? They were kind enough to send us one so we could show it off to our viewers. We can test it out and provide our feedback on it, which we will do for them, and we will also do that for you in the form of a review. Go ahead, get comfortable, grab a cup of coffee, let's take a look at it now. So here it is, my friends. Here is the Double Z sleeping pad. Of course, it is in its compressed state, and what you're looking at here is a very small form factor. This is about the same size as a Nalgene bottle. Very impressive. This is the regular size, and this comes in at exactly 1 pound with the stuff sack. Let's go ahead, open this thing up and take a look at it. This pad is an award-winning pad. As you can see here, that is a pretty crazy blue color. I can't say that I've seen a blue like this before. I think it's time that we go ahead and inflate this bad boy. But before I do, I want to show you guys something very, very cool. And it all has to deal with the inflation nozzle right here. Now, as you can see, let me put that in front of my face here. As you can see here, you can unscrew this, and this is a one-way valve, meaning that when you blow into this, the air can't escape from the valve itself. So you can take your time, you can blow it up, you don't have to put your finger over it, whatever. You can actually inflate it at your own pace without having to worry about air escaping. But what's really, really cool about this is that when you're ready to deflate this pad, you can continue to unscrew this nozzle, check that out, and the air will escape, which I'll show you in just a minute. I got my stopwatch here on my phone. I'm going to go ahead and start it. I'm going to blow this up, and I'm going to go at a realistic pace and see how long it takes to inflate this pad. Let's go ahead and start. Wow. This is one impressive sleeping pad. Just wait until you see how thick this thing is. So my friends, it is fully inflated now, and it took us almost 3 minutes. It's about 2 minutes, 47 seconds to blow this thing up, which is pretty darn fast. It really helps with that nozzle that it's one way. That is really, really cool. So let me go ahead and show you here. There's the pad, fully inflated, and as you can see, it is taper cut, and that saves a little bit on the weight, and it really does make sense because it needs to be smaller towards your feet and wider up here, of course, where your shoulders are. As mentioned, this is the Double Z sleeping pad, and this offers you 4 inches of cushion. 4 inches. Check that out. Let's go ahead, hop on it, and see how comfortable it is. Alright, let's go ahead and hop on this thing. Honey. I love this old dog. She's a good girl. Come on. Yeah. Alright, my friends, we're now laying down on top of the Double Z. We're also petting our husky here. And I have to say that this thing is amazingly comfortable. With this sort of thickness, you can lay down on your side, and there is no way that your hip bones are going to be pushing into the ground. This is amazing, to be honest. Now, you guys may remember the United States Marine Corps inflatable mattress that I showed off a long time back. This sleeping pad here is almost the exact same thickness as that. And that was one of the most comfortable sleeping pads I have ever used. I mean, it was incredibly heavy, as you can imagine, but this one is not. Let's go down now and take a look at this pad. Of course, there's the two nozzles. The top part unscrews right here so you can blow into it with the one-way valve. This is the one-way valve here, and you can unscrew the whole thing to let all the air out and to compress it, which I will show you at the very end of this video. Double Z, Big Agnes. This is the mummy cut. It is 20 inches wide. It is 72 inches long, and it is 4 inches thick. On the inside of this pad, it does have stabilizers, which distributes your weight evenly so that you can lay on this without having odd pockets of air. And it tapers off down at the bottom for that mummy cut. We have already taken a look at the pad. Let's go ahead and touch upon the specifics and the details. As mentioned, there are two versions of this pad, a regular size and a long size. This is the regular size, and it is 20 inches wide, it is 72 inches long, and it is 4 inches thick. The long version is 78 inches long, 25 inches wide, and still offers that 4 inches of thickness. The regular size here weighs exactly 16 ounces, and that is 1 pound. The long one weighs 1 pound 11 ounces. So the R value of these sleeping pads is 1.5, and that is very, very low. That is definitely a summertime sleeping pad. Now, if you were going to extend the use of this into the fall, into the winter, you will want to combine this with another sleeping pad. Something to give you that much more protection from the ground, from the cold, so on and so forth. The regular size, this model right here, runs about $79. The long one runs about $109. The material of this sleeping pad, top and bottom, is an ultra-light ripstop nylon. Very durable, very strong, should last you a very long time. Speaking of durability, there is a repair kit in the bottom of the storage sack. Very, very simple to use. Hopefully you'll never have to use it. I do recommend that you carry these with you when you are out backpacking. If you don't use it to repair your sleeping pad, you could possibly use it to repair your tent in case of an emergency. I know for some individuals, the sound that their sleeping pad makes is a big deal. Now for me, I could personally sleep on the Thermarest NeoAir X-Therm, which has those kind of the mylar material on the inside that helps reflect your body heat. It has a high R value. That thing sounds kind of like you're sleeping on a bag of potato chips. This sleeping pad definitely does not make any sort of sound like that at all. So, you know, if you're a light sleeper, noises wake you up, you don't have to worry about this pad doing it. The last thing that we need to do for this preview is go ahead and deflate the pad and put it back in the storage sack. I'll do that now for you. Since we're going to go ahead and deflate this pad, we're going to go back to that nozzle. Isn't that cool? And this thing really does deflate quickly. So there you go, nice and small, super quick. Very, very quick to deflate. Some sleeping pads really take a lot of work to get the air out of. Not this one, not at all. So there you go. So my friends, that's our look at the Big Agnes Double Z sleeping pad. I want to say a personal thank you to Big Agnes for sending this to us so we could check it out, show it off, review it, critique it, all that good stuff. I also want to say thank you to the viewers who made the recommendation. Very, very awesome. If you guys have any questions for me, please feel free, drop me a line, let me know. Happy to help out if I can. Make sure to check out our Facebook page, our website, all that good stuff. I will definitely see you guys around. Take care, be well, strength and honor.